this. This is good.
Really?
Yeah. You know what I want? I want the manicured
Promise.
land and everything like a golf course.
Pristine
Yes.
and
I feel comfortable in that kind of environment.
so that would be your like house wise, it would be
Yeah.
your go to. Me, no way. No, like I don't.
Why?
I like space, but empty space. Why?
I want like a castle.
That's right.
My dream is a castle.
You want the castle too?
Oh, yeah,
You want a
yeah.
castle?
I wanna
Let's
do-
move
I
in
wanna have-
together.
I prefer with that same 25 million house. I prefer having like multiple houses
Oh
everywhere.
no,
Oh,
it's so
no.
much work, man.
I want-
It's a
No,
welcome
why-
tax
if
on
I have,
each.
if I'm able to buy that 25 million dollar
Yeah.
house, that means I'm able to afford.
It's not about the
property
cost,
management.
but it's a no, it's a lot
Nah,
of work.
not
No,
you.
man,
You're
even
gonna
to drive
overextend yourself
there,
with the 25 million.
Exactly.
You'll have
Are you
17 mortgages. And
Are you
you'll be
saying-
struggling to
Nope.
make ends meet.
It's true that I would just pound on debt and.
No, but
But I love that.
the reason
love
why I
that.
like castles.
Why?
It's because they're cold and big and strong, and then you have
So they're
fireplaces.
exactly like you.
it's like my shell. No, but I like fireplaces.
Cold, big, and strong.
I want big fireplaces.
So you want,
the
like-
size of fireplace where you can walk in the actual.
Why would you
Yeah,
like
yeah.
to? Why would you want to
Walk
walk?
into fire.
I
It feels
want-
like home.
every room to have a fireplace roaring
Yeah, I like the
with
every room.
towers and. It's just I have an obsession with. Actually, you know what I used
love,
to do.
I love castles. I used to draw castles like all the time.
You should draw me a nice one for me so that I can. I had a
Let's do it.
what do you call it? A vision board.
Yeah.
And I took out some castles from England and Wales. There's nice castles in Wales.
That's where they shoot all those. They
Yes.
film all those movies.
But a castle to me just there's something about a castle.
It's
You're a lord. You're a
So just yeah, it's quite easy to get a lord.
not here. Where?
Not here, but you
Mm.
go in Europe. You're
Yes,
in
yes.
England.
Yeah.
Well, not easy. Well,
Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll move to Scotland.
So, gentlemen,
Scotland.
when is it enough? I think that's what
When
struck
you get-
the entire
when you-
conversation.
when
When
you
you get
reach-
the
when you
castle,
reach the-
Castle like
castle level.
no.
Will
there's
it
no-
be enough?
No.
You have your castle. We'll say now it's enough. No,
That's
good.
it.
No,
That's
no.
why. That's why I would
Anything.
never get that $25 million house, no matter what, because I know, as a fact, is that even though if you have that house is never going to be enough. That car will never be enough because since it's material, you're gonna get fed up. Well, I know I will.
But that doesn't mean you don't go and get it.
I
though.
know I will.
No, but you can still get that
No,
if that's what makes you happy, and but not makes
No,
you
that's
happy.
the thing. That's the thing. It doesn't make me happy.
No, but if you have
It's not the
$100
type of-
million, right?
Yes. Yes.
And then you always dreamed of having that kind of environment. Why not? It doesn't mean
But
that
that's the
you're not
thing,
gonna.
That's not my dream.
No,
At all.
At
all.
Maybe for you it's a Winnebago. Who cares? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But for me, it's the castle.
Yeah, but would you start with the castle, or would you start with all the other plans you had, which was you mentioned a French version to help people on this and that, or are you starting with the castle?
I want it all. Why can't I have it
No,
all?
but what first?
Why
If you have-
first?
okay,
Why-
well, think about it. If you okay, let's reduce from 25, let's say, to 5 million, right? If you
What?
have the
5
projects you had,
million, it's
yeah,
nothing, man.
not
It's
to
a lot.
not to
I'm sorry, I'm
retire,
saying
not to
it is a lot,
retire.
but
I'm
it's
saying
nothing.
you're at 5 million cash. You're still growing the business, still going well, but you have 5 million, and you have a budget of 5 that you can just spend, take away, do whatever you want with it, right?
Yeah.
So at 25, yeah, it makes sense. You can buy the crazy $10 million house, the crazy cars, and still have another 5-10 million to help or whatever you wanted to do. If you start with 5, and you know the project you had to help or to build a foundation or the charity and so on will cost 5 million. Are you putting it all there and say, "Oh, I'll buy the crazy stuff later on," or are you doing half, or are you doing what
No, I put it all in the charity thing because 5 is not enough to.
to enjoy it?
No, it's not. It's not.
Yes.
A,
I can't enjoy it.
Spark a
but
change.
No, it's not that.
It's
look,
quick to
I could,
spend.
I could not. I should. A lot of people would say I should just be happy with what I have.
You should be happy with what
No,
you
I
have.
am. But what I mean, like a lot of people just stop where I'm at right now and maybe be really excited and this is great and I've made it right. But
Yeah.
but it's like I said in the French version. It's for me. It's not about that. It's about the how many more people can I help? Can I do more? Could I do more? Am I capable of doing more?
Well, it's not definitely not everyone that can do more.
No, but
It's
you know
unfortunate.
for
Oh, why would
yourself.
you say that,
if-
though?
But
Not
then-
everybody can do more.
because maybe you just can't. Maybe you just
Why would-
can't
what would that
study
be?
or learn more, or
Yeah.
maybe you don't have the mental capacity or the patience or the.
Because if
I
it
feel
was,
he's being very
if it
sincere.
was, we would
I
have
am
like
being very
way more
sincere.
Because if it was, we would have way more people to get to those type of levels of being able to build those either businesses or charities or
Not everybody
is.
is meant for that. Some people are meant to help others in
That's right.
another way. Like
That's right.
look at all the people that help out in hospitals, in churches, and things like that. I'm amazed at the stuff that they do. Like
Yeah.
I had to spend a bit of time in hospitals in the last few years, and not me personally
Yeah,
for
yeah.
me, but for people that I love, and the people just helping out. I'm
It's insane.
amazed. Like those people are. That's a gift, because to spend the
not- it's
time
not
and
a gift for
energy. Well, your
everyone.
mom, your
Yeah,
was
my mom is a nurse, and she worked in palliative care for
That's intense.
15, 16 years.
that's hard.
It's hard. It's intense.
So
and
that's a way, but I don't have that
No.
capacity
Yep,
or that. So
yep.
I have other ways of, and so I have to do that because
Yeah.
I can and could. So that's your answer, Gabriel.
Thank you so
And
much. So we
He's
had,
not even paying attention. He's
I am.
reading
I
his
am. I'm
Instagram
trying to
feed.
handle everything here.
It's a lot.
So-
I know. See, some
What are you
people
saying,
just
handle?
can't
Oh,
handle. but-
Julian is
God.
handling stuff in the back. Anyway, Julian, thank you very much for everything you're doing. Gabriel, you just have to read.
So I'm gonna read word by
See,
word.
you have a gift. If you have a gift
Uh,
of being able to,
to,
absorb,
absorb.
a lot of pressure, if you want. Not pressure.
It's
You're a
called
patient guy.
insults.
No, but
Yes.
to live with the stuff that I say, and
daily, hourly.
It's a talent.
It is.
You do have a talent.
It's not one I wanted to have, but sure.
so congratulations.
Oh,
You should be proud of that.
Thank you. We'll
But
talk
when
about
is
in
it
the
enough?
castle. Yeah.
One day he will snap.
Probably. So I won't say that on live. So we have a few comments here from Steve before we go to our crown video. So he says, "LOL, I want to downsize," and then he says, "The difference is when you know you can have it and you don't need it. That's when you know you have everything.
Deep.
That's beautifully said.
You only need so much money. The rest is for showing off."
Well, that's not as beautifully said. No, but what about helping people out?
Not exactly. Well, okay. Here's my question.
Yeah.
If you have, let's say, you just built a new hospital, right?
I like how he's got these
Yeah. No, 'cause these
scenarios.
no, but I'll
that-
tell you why. Because these are some of my
Okay.
plans. We were out. You guys were asking me, "Oh, what motivates you? This. What are your plans?" Not, "Oh, I want money."
Tell us, Gabriel. We want to know.
You wanna
build a
I
hospital?
will. We're very interested
I
in
want to build a
knowing.
hospital so I can go in for a mental breakdown after you guys are done with me.
Without waiting for hours and
Exactly, of course, private. But would you be comfortable if, let's say, you have to go there once a week for board meetings or anything like that, right? Because obviously, and you show up because he's talking about showing off, right?
Yeah.
And you show up to the meetings always in a Ferrari.
No, I wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't do that. Why is that? You're the one that built the damn thing.
Yeah, but it's
That can't be like, oh, you're not using your money, right? The whole building that you're using to help everybody is done by you. Why wouldn't you do it? Or show up in a Ferrari?
I think if you're doing that, you could take that Ferrari and you could do more good than have that Ferrari.
But what
I'm,
if you
I'm
have
not
the
judging
Ferrari,
the.
you build the hospital and you still have another 50 million in the bank to do whatever you want?
I don't
to
think it's
help?
appropriate to drive up. No, it's not about the car. It's just that vehicle
perception
with
of that
that
car?
role to go into a hospital setting as a board. I would not just. It would just not make sense. You could drive up in a Rolls Royce. Then I would feel comfortable with that. But a Ferrari?
So it's really
A
the car,
Ferrari
it's
is
not
a
the
toy. It's a
price.
thing to have fun, to
Yeah, but
race, to go out. to-
Any of those level of cars are a toy. For me, a Rolls Royce is a toy.
A
as
Rolls
well.
Royce is not a toy.
It
It's
is.
a nice, luxurious vehicle with umbrellas.
I don't see any. I mean, I mean, if your intention, you know,
But
if
I
you're-
still don't
if-
understand
if-
where we're going with this question. What? Sorry,
No, no, but
I'm
he's asking if you have your own hospital, you're on the board of the hospital, and you get to and you drive to the hospital with your fancy car, your Ferrari.
well, there's a
whatever.
difference between a fancy and a toy race car, Ferrari car.
But if that's your thing,
Yeah.
You're not building a hospital.
no, well, there
No,
you go.
because
no,
you don't
I
have the
would.
maturity, I
would.
believe.
No, I don't.
These are my
know.
plans, but I still want to have.
You
my
want a
garage
Ferrari and build a
collections of
hospital.
He wants
Lambos
a
and this and that.
Ferrari
Yeah.
and a hospital.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, Lambo. I'm a Lambo.
A
guy,
toy is a
but still.
toy. A toy is a toy. Whatever is your thing is your thing. I mean,
Yes,
I
but
don't
you
care
don't
about-
go to a serious thing like a hospital with sick people with a toy. You go there
why not?
with
Why
an-
not? If your intention is to say, you know what, I'm gonna bring that toy. Every kid in that hospital
Yeah,
would love
like
to
the Batman guy.
and
That's what
I'm
we
gonna
did.
bring my toy because I'm able to bring my toy. And you know what? If I have the funds, sit down in it, have fun in it. You know,
I don't know.
whatever you need.
I'm a more classical man.
It's okay.
I would
I'm
not.
not a car
See,
guy.
you were nodding and agreeing with what I was saying. See, it has this
What-
this perception
the
of
perception of?
it's just not the thing you do. There's sick people. There's dying people. I don't know what kind of hospital you're talking about here. Maybe it's a
Oh, I was just thinking a
non-serious
generic,
hospital of
serious.
just, toenail issues or something.
Toenail.
But
sure.
every time I went to or had to go to the hospital, I would not drive up with this bright red Ferrari as the. I just don't get it. I'm not judging, but I
Yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
do it.
Okay, I'll put you in another scenario, but we're just gonna go first through our Crown videos. So the Mali Group is also in new construction. We have a video with a lot more details on our most recent project, and we'll get back. to
Wait,
you.
don't start the video. There's a clarification because I've been meeting a lot of our brokers and they're bringing or sending buyers directly without filling out the form.
no.
They need to fill out the form. You need to fill out the form. If you're a Mailer Group member or a real estate broker, you got to fill out the form. Maybe we can attach that form. Is it in each of our posts?
It is.
So there's a form. You got to
Yeah.
put the name, your name, but your client's name in order for us to do something and
Yes.
follow up.
Yes.
All right, we'll be right back. All right, so
It's
nobody's
true that-
agreeing with my Ferrari example.
No, but I like the example that on the during the break.
Yeah.
So it's like showing up to a funeral with a bright red suit. It's just you just don't do that out of respect.
There's-
It doesn't mean the person's a bad person
Or
or
what if you
It's like a
build the
non-rule-
funeral?
well, what, because you build thing doesn't entitle
I'm
you to
kidding,
wear
guys.
clown
It's
like.
clearly a
unwritten rule.
joke. It's clearly a
I know
joke.
you're into the clowns and the clown environment, clown suits.
So like I don't disagree, but I don't agree at the same time. I mean, you come with whatever car you want, and as long as you're able to sustain your intention towards that hospital and to do whatever is
But
best for the hospital.
unfortunately, it's the same as like an example I give all the
I
time. You
understand,
meet
it's
me
that
the first
perception.
time and I'm dressed in my workout gear.
Yeah.
It doesn't change who I am as a human being, as my accomplishments, my successes, my everything, my knowledge. But your subconscious, potentially, you're gonna not see me in the same way. So it's kind of the same thing here.
Well, so let's take it to that extreme then, because now we're saying about showing off and showing up with the bright red car, or the clown car, as you call it, the clown $400,000 car. But what if you went the other way? You built, once again, let's say the hospital, and you show up for a board meeting. You show up in whatever car you want,
Well,
but you show
take
up in
the
a
bus.
tracksuit. You show up in your gym
No,
clothes.
see again, it's
You
it's
can't
not
do that again?
appropriate. It's you're not
Why
you're
is it
gonna
not
be kicked
appropriate?
off the board if you do that.
It's your board.
Really?
No,
You won't.
I know
Oh,
that's
yeah,
not
yeah,
true
yeah.
because the
A
amount of
tracksuit
oh,
to
come
a-
on.
to a board meeting of
course you
a
won't.
serious
Yeah.
company.
It's your company.
No. Yeah,
You're not trying to close anybody. It's yours.
No. Well, I guess.
No, you
Look,
You won't.
I-
You won't.
No.
No.
Mark Zuckerberg is a multi-billionaire that shows up to any interview, podcast, or anything in a T-shirt. He doesn't get.
I'm sorry.
Case in point, Mark Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg. That is. But
Okay,
no, you
let,
won't.
let me
That-
be the loser, Mark Zuckerberg, with this $50 billion.
It's not about money, Gabriel.
No, man, it's about the
It's-
perception.
it's
He's still
about-
there. He's not getting kicked off his board even if he shows up in
So
a T-shirt.
try it. Try it because well, actually you did try it
tried.
multiple times. You wear these purple sweaters and
Yeah,
and
and he's
sometimes
still.
they're
I'm still here.
He's still wearing them.
clown-like shoes.
Clown-like shoes.
I'm
They're Louis
kidding.
Vuittons.
I'm kidding. I have clown-like shoes. You remember my different color shoes there? I'm
Yeah.
gonna wear my clown-like
Those,
shoes tomorrow. I'll
sure.
show everybody the clown shoes.
Which one?
They're two colors. They're blue and brown. There's
Okay.
leather and suede.
Yeah.
We're clearly getting off subject.
And
here.
they're slightly too big, so they're like clown-like.
You were like, there was such a great deal on
Well,
them.
I
had
thought
to
at
buy
the time when I
you
put
were
them
still
on,
growing up.
no, but they felt kind of okay. But then I get home, I wear them the next day, and I'm
Yeah.
like, shit, they're a tad too big. They're clown-like.
I'm not growing anymore.
No,
Oh my god! So we have a few comments that came in from Sam. First one is you can have the car, but not necessarily drive it to where you're going to help.
exactly.
Sure,
That's what we're saying. That's
Uh,
perfect.
well,
Yeah,
okay.
but at
I'll
the
have
same
a
time,
I'll come
okay,
back for
listen.
that.
So at the same time, you're like, if again,
It's
I'm
the
not.
message that
I'm
you're
not-
giving out with that.
What I'm saying is, then what? You decide to live for other people. You decide to take
No,
whatever decision so
it's-
that because of perception of people
Absolutely.
will have. But you're
Because
not.
with that responsibility and that position, it is important.
I understand the importance of it, but at the same time, we're saying here that you
It's
have to do
respect
things.
for the patients. It's respect
You
for
have
the
to
families.
do things. You have to do things for the other people. So you're
Same
not
as the
doing it-
funeral, Jeff.
not
You
doing
wouldn't
it for
show up at
yourself.
a funeral with all this Adidas running tracksuit thing out of respect for the deceased and the family of the deceased. Even if you're a nice person and your intention is good, you'd be disrespecting the family and what they believe. So you're not doing it for you. You're doing it out of respect for people's beliefs and the system and the world we live in.
But there's a lot of very wealthy people that you see sometimes at.
Why do we always talk about the wealthy?
No, because
I'm
that's why you
talking
keep talking about the
sure, I got you over-
Ferraris.
you
and the-
came out with all that
came with
stuff.
those-
I
Yeah,
know, but I
it's
just
up
spoke
to
about 30 seconds and you guys took over. So, okay, well, listen. Well, we have about 5 minutes left. So let's switch it up a bit. So we were talking about when is it enough? So if it's not about money, then what is it about? Is it about happiness? Is it about challenges? Is it about health? Is it
Well, there's not enough, never enough of happiness.
Your potential and what you're capable. It's about that. If you feel that you're at your 100%, then you've accomplished it. In my mind, you're going to be the happiest person on earth because you are at your full potential. If you feel that you're not at your full potential, it's your duty and obligation to move forward towards that feeling of I'm at my full potential.
That's
But
pretty
you
cool.
have to think and reflect on that, though.
Of
It's not
course,
it's
of
not
course.
an
It's not
easy.
a given.
It's a long conversation. It takes years, even I believe. That's why as you get older, you can listen to yourself better. That's why most people say, and I'm telling you, in my 40s,
Yeah.
this is the best time of my life because I've matured, or I guess I've done enough of this work on myself to know who I am and what I want and what I'm capable of or should be doing. In my earlier years, I was not. I was a bit confused. I was going with what I saw. I didn't know who I was. So that's why it takes time, like a good wine or
There
a
you
good
go.
cigar.
It takes time.
It's Aaron and his cigars. One last comment here that we have from Mr. Sebastiani, who's telling us here: if you make and spend money, you shouldn't worry about perception. You can have the I won't say
Disagree.
that word tastiest peach from Niagara, and there will always be someone who hates peaches.
So this is a good example for Gabriel because he's into the foods, the sugary foods. As an
Trying
expert,
really hard, okay.
but as an expert, Gabriel, in the peach sugary fruit, what
Do I
would you-
look like somebody that eats fruit? Seriously.
nothing wrong with eating fruits. It's
Actually,
like,
you
oh,
you eat a ton of fruits.
There you go. Look at
You're
Jeff.
you're fruity in your.
I'm not fruity, yeah, but I do eat a lot of. I eat healthy. It's not my fault.
It's sugar. I don't know how healthy that is, but
no, good. It's good sugar.
there's no such
if-
thing as good or bad sugar. By the
Yes.
way, that should be a topic.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, man,
Good
you're
or
gonna
bad
get
sugar?
destroyed on that one.
Pardon me.
It's natural sugar.
Natural sugars.
Natural or synthetic, it's still sugar. It has
No.
the same effect
doesn't.
on the insulin
No,
in
it
your body.
doesn't.
Did you know that?
It doesn't.
No, because it's not true. So-
The only difference is if you
It
eat
doesn't.
a banana. No, I'm educating you. Listen.
No, no.
If you-
He's saying, don't listen to him.
Dr.
Don't do
Bell.
No,
Do
I
not
have a
listen to him.
PhD
We'll be back
in
after this small
nutrition.
break.
A banana or a
You know we're
natural
recording this.
fruit. You should, yeah. You'll play this. We'll help people. We should look. Listen, a raspberry or a banana has more fibers in,
Yeah.
and so that's what it would
It
be better
balances.
to eat that than a packet of sugar, but it's still sugar. But it's got a bit of so. If you're gonna be addicted to that poison, as you are, Jeff, you're gonna want to preferably eat.
You
the
said it
fruits.
you said it yourself.
You're right. It's much better to be alcohol and cigars. That's a much better poison.
Do not no ever again. Don't
Right?
It's an
ever again.
addiction. It's an addiction.
Oh Lord.
We should talk about addictions.
Yeah.
Well,
That'll be a
no,
good
you
subject.
You guys have addictions.
Oh, I'm addicted. I have an addictive.
Okay, but let's cut
personality.
it there. Like this, we keep the suspense, and we'll talk about addictions yet another day. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Have a good one.